that much good. He's been that good a form. You don't expect it from coming. Do you know what I mean? But it's boxing, isn't it?
Tough fights as well, man. They take it out of you.
Yeah, trying to control these talkative boxers, ex-boxers, current boxers, is very hard work. But you know what? Listening to them engage with each other is fascinating. Usyk Lowe is here with us. Usyk, you're fighting Lee McGregor on the 21st of December on the undercard of your very close friend and fellow traveller, Tyson Fury, against Alexander Usyk. Tell us, first of all, what you're preparing for the next 8 weeks.
Preparing for the toughest fight of my life. It's the biggest challenge of my life because he's the next opponent in front of me. So whoever you fight's the toughest fight. I know what Lee McGregor's going to bring. He's going to bring life or death to the table. He's going to stand in the middle of the ring and he's going to have a slug out. But you know what the Westgate Warrior brings? I bring a bull ready to go. So I'll be ready to go 21st of December.
You talk about preparing for the toughest fight of your life. You look through your record, mate, you don't have it easy. No. You don't have it easy. Do you know what I mean? Look at the only 2 losses on your record is to Lopez and Nick Bull. You go, and then you look at both world champions, elite world champions as well. You don't like it easy, do you?
No, listen, I wouldn't say I'll fight anyone. I suppose that you know yourself, you're an ex-current fighter. When you get offered a fight, you'll fight anyone. It's a fight. It's instant. If someone's come to me and I say, "Oh, you fight so-and-so?" Yes, you don't even think about it. But it's time to have teams and obviously managers and teams around you to guide you in the right direction. But the thing with me, I always like to challenge myself. People forget about saying, "Oh, you've never really fought them." You go back when I was 21, I was fighting Ryan Welsh, Dennis Sealand in my 14th fight for the European title, Ryan Doyle. Do you know what I mean? I've been in with, as I said, Lopez. Nick Ball. I've been with some tough opponents, and I think it's just the character what I am. I like to have a fight.
It's a mixture of the boxer and the traveller and wanting to test yourself and fight and whatnot. That's what you do, like historically through the traveller community. You like that anyway?
Yeah. The thing with me, obviously, the prince and the tin with me. Everyone knows I love a scrap, but I am actually a very good boxer. If I stick to my boxing, I've probably done a lot better than what I've got, and that's me straight from the truck. I am a very good boxer. I say myself, probably give myself too much credit, but I am a good boxer. But the name of the game is to entertain the fans, and that's what I try and do my best. You know what I mean? If I can put bums on the seats and I get people talking either good or bad about me, if I'm doing whatever I'm doing and people's talking about me, then I'm doing something right.
Your camps often align with Tyson Fury. Are you going to be aligned this time?
No, I won't be.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, no, listen.
Why?
Because I've got a big fight ahead of me, and I have to find it easier to keep myself. I'm going to keep myself on English ground. It's easy for me to get my sparring, prepare myself right, and let Tyson focus on himself. He's got obviously a mega fight in front of him, so let him focus on himself. I'll focus on myself. Obviously, we'll be talking back and forward, and as long as we both get the W on the 21st of December, that's the most important thing.
Talk to me about his W for a minute. What did you make of them yesterday? Obviously, Alexander Usyk being agent 47 from Hitman, dressing up, not saying a lot. Tyson signing the photograph of him hit by the left hook on his jaw that night in the 9th round. What do you make of all of that between them?
Yeah, listen, as boxers, we're here to entertain, but also the businessmen, they're very clever. The fight's sold before it is. They don't need to go up there and scream and shout and push each other up and down and make a good event into a bad event. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's going to tune in and watch it. Everyone's excited about it. Everyone knows how close the last fight was. It could have went either way. And everyone, the prince and the tin, what's going to happen again? It's going to be the same kind of fight again. So
12 rounds of great action, you think we're going to get another brutal fight?
I think it's going to be another brutal fight out of both of them, do you know what I mean? And they both know what's coming ahead, do you know what I mean? So they're doing that, obviously do what they have to do for the press. And to be fair, like myself, they want to get gone and get back to training camp and get focused on the job ahead.
Usyk, I think you actually nailed it there, where you go, they both know what they're going into now. Like, because when you fight, and you'll know this better than anyone, you share that moment in the ring with someone, and it was a brutal fight in many ways. Heavyweights 12 rounds is always going to be brutal. You get that gladiatorial respect between the two, and the approach for these two now, they know what they're going into, and it's very smart what they've done there. It's a genius move, that whole press conference. People saying it's strange and all that. It's actually genius. They know how to sell.
Yeah, it's going, and listen, it's round 13, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's round 13, it's going to go. They both know exactly what they've done. They've done all the talking the last time, the last build-up of the fight, getting trash talk and all that, trying to get into the mind games. They both know what they're going in for. They've both done 12 rounds with each other. They punched each other from pillar to post. So it's just going to start off where it left off, do you know what I mean? I think the both of them, they're doing what they have to do, and they'll get back to the training ground and get ready for the next 8 hard weeks of training, ready for the fight.
The world title has escaped you. Is the ambition there to beat Lee McGregor and still go for a world title?
Yes, of course it is. Listen, people keep writing me off and saying a lot of things, saying, "Oh, you're fighting Tyson Fury's undercards, this and that." Listen, I'm lucky, I'm blessed to have a friend as close as Tyson, to be where he at and get on the shows what I've been on, because I've been on some of the biggest shows in the world that some people would dream of. And at the end of the day, and you probably know, ex-current fighter, the bigger the show, probably the better the purses. And at the end of the day, it's a business. I've got to pay bills. I've got a family at home. I've got 2 young boys at home what I need to fight for. So we're not fighting for free. We're not doing all this for free. So if it means me fighting on Tyson undercard to get a better purse or a better fight, of course I'm going to do it. But obviously Lee McGregor's in front of me, and I think if I go and do what I'm in my mind, I think I'm going to do to Lee and put a show what Isaac Lowe can do, I'm right back in the mix again. I'm ready for the big boys again.
Let me talk about family for a minute. How old are your sons?
I've only got one at the minute in time. I've got one who's 3, and I've got one on the way in February.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
Is he or are they going to box?
Well,
what do you think?
I don't want them to box.
Really?
Listen, I've been.
Come on, mate. The travellers. Every traveller boxes at some point.
No.
Like every single one.
Listen,
it's part of the growing up process.
Obviously, I want them to learn to look after themselves. That's first and foremost. To stand up for themselves. Definitely not to be a bully and don't get bullied. But I don't. It's too hard of a game to. I've been through. I've been boxing since 10-year-old. I've been boxing for 20 years. I haven't got a brain cell in my head. So it's a hard way to earn a living. Do you know what I mean? So I hope to God I can be a footballer and give the dad some money.
Isaac, do you see this as a crossroads fight for yourself? You're going in against Lee McGregor, former British, Commonwealth, European champion, high level. But you go, is this sort of a must-win fight for you to stay at that sort of level? I mean, where do you see it?
Yeah, listen, every fight at a stage of my career now, I'm 30, coming 31 is a must-win fight, and especially when you're getting the likes of Lee McGregor, and he obviously is a well-known name, he's a good kid, he's been former British, Commonwealth, European champion, IBO world champion, so it is a must-win fight, but the same pressure's on Lee McGregor, it's a must-win fight for him. We both got to win, and that's why it's going to be a hell of a fight. And as I said, once I get through him, I'm on good form. I've had 4 back-to-back wins, I think 2 or 3 knockouts in them. So I'm ready to. I'm fighting for it. I'm ready for it. We asked for Lee McGregor for this fight. We asked for him. So I'm ready to take him on.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, great to speak to you. Thank you, Isaac.
Well done, mate.
All the best.
Well done.
Thank you.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.